Well,
Outstanding world title fight.
well.
Joe Smith Jr. putting forth.
I did not have Joe Smith winning that fight.
Power punches thrown and landed in that 12th and final round. Excellent work rate, as somehow he did dig deep, as they were asking him. And I don't know that we're sitting on a draw here, gentlemen.
I don't see a draw. We're going to talk about it.
Last round, and that was a Joe Smith round. He was 44 of 82 on power punches in that 12th round.
So let me say right here, read out my card for you. Now, there's some swing rounds in there. I actually should have put a little star next to what I would consider a swing round. Here is Andre Ward's card. He has it a draw, 114-114. Me and Andre Ward disagree in those middle rounds. I have it 8-4 for Maxim Vlasov. Busier fighter, I guess you could say cleaner work, even though the harder punches you can say came from Joe Smith. But from the very opening bell, the head movement, and just movement overall, what I call, or some will call the herky-jerky, some will call it awkward style of a Vlasov was giving Joe Smith problems. And a lot of other, and just I guess you could say the pedigree and punch variety. Vlasov is good now, but depending on how high you rate Joe Smith. Now, it's looking like, well, we already know that Joe Smith is going to get the decision. This fight happened last night. He's going to go on to take on Artur Beterbiev to unify the WBC, IBF, and WBO 175-pound titles. So I'm going to turn it up, listen in. I'm T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com. We cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe. They're about to go to commercial break.
Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
And I'll pull up the rankings and we'll talk about it.
We are going to take a short break, and we will find out what the judges had to say about this world title fight when we return. Don't go anywhere. The big reveal is next.
So yeah, I'm sorry. So what are people saying on social media? Now we can talk about it. Because I had, Joe Smith losing. He just couldn't really get into a rhythm to figure him out. Let me do it this way. Pull up these cards here. Smith Vlasov score cards. Let's see what we got here. See if somebody uploaded them to Twitter. So they have it 114, 114, 115, 113, and 115, 112 for Joe Smith. Oh, wait, I found the scorecards. My man Evan Korn over at Top Rank. I should clip it out, but I'm just going to zoom in for you, and we're going to compare them to what they scored on here because I want to see, the rounds. So once again, I have the scorecard here. And we're going to compare it to my scorecard. But let's turn it up, listen into the particulars. Please subscribe. Make sure you like the video. This is T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com.
The native came on so strong in the championship rounds. A career-high 174 power punches landed by Joe Smith Jr. A career-high 888 total punches thrown by Joe Smith Jr.
Who would I think would win a rematch? I don't know. I'm not sure who I would think would make better adjustments in a rematch.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for these two incredible warriors.
Maybe I would go with Vlasov.
After 12 rounds here inside Osage Casino Hotel in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Dave Sutherland scores the bout 114-114. Pat Russell scores the bout 115-113. Gerald Ritter scores the bout 115-112. For your winner by majority decision and new WBO light heavyweight champion of the world, the Beast. from the East, Joe Smith Jr. Dreams do come true, and it happens for Joe
And nightmares
Smith
are
tonight.
true as well.
He is a world champion.
Look at that despair. I like using that word.
Give credit.
That's just a little bit of despair, though. That's not a lot of despair.
He gave absolutely everything.
That wasn't despair. That's just confusion.
But finally, after all the years,
So once again, I didn't have Joe Smith winning this fight. I'm sorry,
the
guys.
regular guy from Long Island,
The common man, Joe Tessitore, get it right.
razor thin, a majority decision. Those
Back on the
championship rounds,
streets.
when
Damn.
Tim Bradley, I turn to you, and you said he's faded. He's faded. He made a decision.
Yes, he did.
To go
I'm going to look at the scorecards. Give me 1 minute.
Absolutely. And you know what? All it takes is one punch. One punch. That punch that landed behind the head, and Vlasov went down, that motivated Joe Smith Jr. to continue to press forward and try to go for the knockout. He felt that that was a clean shot.
Well, ESPN is a Disney-owned company, so, you know. We'll go listen to his post-fight interview.
That is the face of a man who had to earn it the hard way. Still probably out.
He like, get all my little trinket belts, too. He's got the real one now, but he wants all of those.
As well. And look at Vlasov,
Damn.
the Russian veteran, getting the respect of the fans here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The
Damn.
return of fans to top-ranked boxing. They only allowed 500 in with COVID protocols, and what a show they saw. A wildly entertaining world champion.
He's about to do his post-fight interview.
And new champion. How does that sound for the guy next to Bernardo?
With Bernardo.
Joe Smith Jr. is the WBO champion. Bernardo.
Joe, it couldn't be any other way than this. It had to be hard fought. It had to go down to the wire. But in the end, you heard the words that you dreamed of. And new champion. Describe the feeling.
I mean, it's great. It's a great feeling. You know, it was definitely a close, tough fight. You know, I gave it to Vlasov.
He thought he lost.
Great fighter.
He was gonna lose.
You know, he really put on a great show tonight and toughed it out. You know, I believe in that. You know, that round where I heard him there. You know, I believe he stuck his head down, and I should have got the knockdown on that. But you know, I think I would have got the stoppage that round. But you know, he pulled it off and made it out on his feet, and you know, I believe I got the victory tonight because you know, they seen I landed the bigger, harder shots. But you know, he landed a lot of punches. It was a great fight.
You landed a career high 174 power punches, but in the last 2 rounds, you had to dig deep. You landed 68 in those last 2 rounds. What inspired you? What were you thinking? What got you through this fight?
I mean, I just told myself in the locker room and for the last month that I know I'm going to get hit because he's a very busy fighter, throws a lot of punches, but just tough it out, and eventually, you know, I'll get him. And I caught him in that last round, but I thought I was going to get out of there and get him out, but, you know, they said it was behind the head, and, you know, that was a little disappointing because the fight was a little too close for me. You know, I would have liked to win unanimously, but it was a victory's victory.
You said this was the fight that was going to change your life. Having this belt does that. What do you want next?
I mean, I want other belts. I want the big fights out there, you know. I know I got to get back in the gym and keep working on my technique and stuff, but I believe I'm going to start unifying belts.
You missed out on a honeymoon because this fight was postponed due to COVID-19. Kelly, what was she telling you about coming home with this belt, and where's the honeymoon going to be?
You know, she's very excited. She wanted me to come home with the belt and put my ring back on because it's been off for a few days. But, you know, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to go on our honeymoon and have a great time.
Well deserved with the new light heavyweight champion, Joe Smith.
Yeah, I didn't have him winning that. But hey, you know, I've covered way too much boxing. I'm wondering though, like, why was like, it wasn't no type of outrage about this? You know? Now he's gonna go on to fight Artur Beterbiev. And hopefully the winner of that will go on to fight Dmitry Bivol, the WBA super champion. So it's very possible we could have an undisputed champion, at 175, an all-four belt holder this year, possibly. So looking at these scorecards, because I want to look at this a little bit, even though it's a little, let me see here, because there's a 10-8 round in here somewhere. And it's like, how do you count that if the ref didn't call it a knockdown? I'm going to have to really, really look at these scorecards, and some of it is chopped off. But I'll be able to do the math. But anyway, I'm T Street Controversy with FightView360.com. Got to get up out of here, guys. Get away from this computer. Thanks for hanging out with me. Please subscribe. We'll be back next week for Andrade versus Williams, Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, and Tony Harrison versus Brian Perella.